And the rockets, sadly, are off. As the United States is now involved in yet another Middle Eastern quagmire, just as we predicted, as of course we were telling you last week specifically, that the decision has been made and that the United States will be officially entering this war, as they were already involved. Now we're even more involved. Now we're threatening to even do more stuff. And we were called the panicans. We were called isolationists. We were called the crazy people. We were right. As of course, there's a lot of fake news. There's a lot of disinformation. There's so many efforts out there to try to muddy the waters here. But I think it's right now. And I'm talking to some of these people and I'm like, you know, you were wrong. Nope. They don't want to see it, as of course now we have entered into a very dangerous portion of American life that's going to be impacted by this geopolitical foreign policy decision that I would call the biggest blunder and mistake of Donald's career ever. And this is serious. There's no going back now. There's no putting the genie back into the bottle here, okay? Listen, things are going to get a little crazy here, a little haywire, and strap in, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. If you appreciate our coverage, subscribe, click the notification button. As of course, we have this from the New York Times. U.S. enters war with Iran. And again, the U.S. was already providing the intel, the defense. It was providing the defense. It was providing the munitions, the weapons, and the green light. There's a lot of people who want to argue Trump never gave the green light. Trump gave the green light here, and he was a part of a disinformation campaign. As we told you leading up to this, we told you 6 days ago. It's been approved. It's going to happen. We told you every step of the way. It's only being fortified and solidified that much more, and that's exactly what we are seeing here. As we have the Iranian supreme leader now threatening Americans that, quote, should now expect greater damage and blows than ever before. Now, is this just them talking crazy here, like they usually kind of do? Is this threat going to be actually matched up with some actions here? Well, I think it's worth considering that there's a lot of different forms of unconventional warfare that could be waged here, not just with trade, not just with terror groups, that I think are worth considering, especially when it comes to our online digital infrastructure, that also could potentially be impacted through all of this, as a lot of people are just absolutely disappointed here, as the United States military is at risk right now, as we are getting news reports that they are briefing their troops and trying to expect counterattacks from the Iranians, as there are multiple American bases and facilities all throughout the Middle East that now could face retaliation from the Iranians, as American lives are being put at risk, as a lot of people are asking themselves, for what? So Nikki Haley and all these other neoconservatives could pat themselves on the back saying, good job, guys, we did it. What'd you do? And why did we do it is the real question here. As we heard a lot of different rumors of the people who were against this, the people who are trying to push back against this within the White House. Those people deserve our support right now, and Donald Trump should have listened to them. Who was Donald Trump listening to? Lindsey Graham, Bibi, and all these other bloodthirsty warhawks like Nikki Haley that responded to Donald Trump announcing this by saying, well done. As Donald Trump said, we have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iranian airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site. Fordo, all planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our greatest American warriors. There's not another military in the world that could have done this now. Now is the time for peace. You just bombed somebody, bro. You literally just bombed someone. Now's the time for peace? What are you talking about here? And again, there's a lot of just crazy, duplicitous, Orwellian rhetoric here saying peace through strength. What? You're secret surprise attacking people, right? And then you're saying you're sabotaging peace, and then you're saying, no, we're gonna have peace here. What? You guys were clearly the aggressors here. And Donald Trump says, thank you for your attention to this matter, as a lot of people, especially his supporters, are disappointed. They're pissed off. This is going to impact American politics, not just our economy, but lots of people reporting how they will never, ever vote for the Republicans, especially the big part of the kind of middle in the ground libertarian voices that allow Donald Trump to have the popular vote. as Iranian state television. Some people say this is propaganda. And again, there's a lot of propaganda during this war. We can't verify this. We haven't verified themselves. But Iranian state television now is claiming that only the entrances and exits to the tunnels were attacked here and that the facility is still largely, quote, intact, allegedly. And again, do you believe this? You can't believe a lot of war reporting, to be quite honest with you, because a lot of it is just not true at all.
تنها بخشی که در سایت هسته‌ای فردو آسیب دیده.
Let me read it to you because I don't think any of you guys speak Farsi here. He says only part damaged.
تنها بخشی که در سایت هسته‌ای فردو آسیب دیده این تونل‌های ورودی و خروجی بودند و آسیبی به خود تأسیسات. تنها بخشی که در سایت هسته‌ای فردو آسیب دیده.
And again, I just repeated myself there. That's not what Donald Trump is saying. Donald Trump is saying that the facility is destroyed here. As another very interesting part here was that we heard this news not from Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't announce this first. You know who did? Bibi Netanyahu. Why is Bibi Netanyahu telling the world first about our involvement? Okay. Big red flag there to say the least here. Again, there's still a lot more to specifically talk about this. Listen, we'll get into more of the breaking news. Before that, we got to pay the bills around here. If you appreciate our work and us, I hate even saying we predict this. I hate even saying that. We face so much opposition. We face so much crap. We faced so many attacks. There's so many people just trying to take us down because we are consistently anti-war voices, always have been. And we have been putting up our voices of opposition to this. And because of that, a lot of just crazy, bloodthirsty war hawks have been attacking us viciously. And they've been trying to destroy our livelihoods. Your support needed now more than ever. You could do that on lukeunfiltered.com. Just make sure when you sign up, our chat room, when you sign up and become a member, you get access to me directly. The chat room right now is lighting up. I wish I had more time to talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys when I'm not doing this. I literally rushed home just to do this video. If you appreciate our foresight, our ability to call things honestly, unlike some bootlickers out there who, of course, never want to see the truth out there and just want to play party politics. If you appreciate our work, subscribe to lukeunfiltered.com. Your support needed now more than ever. And then you get really cool things like in real life meetups. We're going to do a really fun meetup this coming up July 9th and July 13th. July 9th in Milwaukee, July 13th in Miami. So sign up for that. Lots of really fun stuff. We're doing a competition against the quartering. I messaged the quartering. I was like, you better apologize. Tell everyone I was right. You were wrong. He's not going to do it. A lot of people are just pushing the goalpost, being like, no. It's just gonna be one strike, bro. It's just gonna be one Pringle. You just take one Pringle, then you stop. No, you don't. No, that's not how it works. Okay. Especially when it comes to Middle Eastern endeavors, as now we face retaliation efforts, terrorism, market crashes, the blocking of the Strait of Hormuz, and the consequences couldn't be more serious. And why are we doing all of this? Again, no explanation has been really given to us at all here, as even politicians like AOC now are calling for Donald Trump to be impeached on the grounds of ordering the strike to Iran, which quote, wasn't done with congressional war powers. There was no vote here, as Thomas Macy responded to this saying, this is not constitutional. And again, that's the least of our worries, to be quite honest with you, as the reports are coming in from Fox News, Al Jazeera, that at least 30 plus tons of explosives have been dropped through your hard-earned tax dollars, through your money, and they have been dropped and hit the entrances of the Fordo facility, as there are now multiple reports coming in, some contradicting each other about the actual validity of the destruction that actually took place here. Robert Barnes says this is actually the most dangerous escalation for Trump. Oil prices shock, return of inflation, and domestic political collapse. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying, listen, I'm on Twitter and I see people. I'm not saying this is going to be me, but a lot of people are saying, I'm voting Democrat down the line now, all the time. We voted for a president that specifically promised us no new wars. We're actively engaged in a war here that he didn't keep his political promise on. Mike Cernovich here, I think, had the best take here, saying elected officials owe a duty of loyalty to their voters. Stop this BS about how everyone has to shut up. Nope. And that's the right point of view here. As the people that have been saying, hey, we've been saying, hey, he's going to do this. This is not good. People are saying, no, you don't trust Trump. Trump's not going to do this. Trump's not involved. I'm like, Trump's already, it's just been insanity dealing with some of these people online here. As of course, the individuals like Mark Levin, they're celebrating. They love this. Mark Levin says, congratulations to our greatest commander-in-chief and our greatest military. Thank you. Sorry, that was all the blood in his mouth, the sicko there. As other people are saying, people shouting, calling us panicking, owe us an apology. Yeah, they do. Because everyone's like, no way, Trump's not going to do this. He's so not going to do this. And he did it. As right now, this is a great meme showing the bombing of Pearl Harbor and the Japanese saying, now is the time for peace. Yeah, that's not how war works there, okay? That's the memes here. This is another one. I said we're peaceful now. Trump says, you better this is Trump's statements. Trump just finished his statement. He said, you better negotiate. You better meet our demands now, or we're going to bomb you, or we're going to hit you again harder. That's a threat more than anything else here. Now, according to a lot of insider sources, it was the Secretary of Defense, Hegseth, it was J.D. Vance, and it was Tulsi Gabbard that were advising the President of the United States not to get involved here. Now, it's pretty clear here, Donald Trump didn't listen to J.D. Vance. Reuters was reporting this, saying Israel is trying to entangle us into a war. Listen, if that Reuters report is correct, J.D. Vance here should have been listened to. Tulsi Gabbard, peak headset, should have been listened to. But if Donald Trump didn't listen to the core group of people all around him, who did he listen to? That's the question that I think is left for all of us to wonder here. Who did he listen to? Mark Levin, Sean Hannity, Bibi Netanyahu, that of course lied through every step of the way here. And again, Bibi announcing this before Donald Trump did shows you, hold on. We just committed a major action, right? A huge action that involves all of us, that puts our safety on the line. Donald Trump didn't tell the American people first about this. It was Bibi that usurped him and told the world, thanks, Donald Trump, you did this for us. And then Donald Trump released and again, Donald Trump didn't look good in that statement. It was a 4-minute short statement. There was no questions. The energy was just weird. And Bibi is the one who is happier than a pig in ish here.
Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States.
Look at him, crazy man, crazy, insane. Was it Trump's decision? Was it really? Because I think there was an effort to try to push him to that effort. I think you were responsible for goading, pushing, and demanding that Donald Trump do this. As all the people around him and his constituents, some of them were just so beaten down and berated like abused spouses that were too afraid to even speak out against them as he was pounding them. Oh no, the dinner was cold. Oh. That's what some of his constituents were doing. Other people were saying, that's not what I voted for. This is not what I want. This is not what I was promised. This is not okay. Okay? This doesn't help us. We need to focus on our problems. We need to focus on America. Right? It was Bibi, the one that dissuaded him from all of this. And we have to understand, how was he able to do this? How was he able to get the President of the United States to turn his back against his defense secretary, against his director of national intelligence, against his vice president, against his constituents? As, of course, people are not going to forget this. This is going to be the ish stain on Donald Trump's presidency and his legacy. Okay? That's the big ish stain right there. You just saw it. MTG said, every time America is on the verge of greatness, which we all thought we were, we all thought that there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. We're finally going to end these forever. We're finally not going to get engaged. We're finally going to not worry about foreign issues, and we're going to take care of issues at home, and we're going to have peace. I thought that's the greatness that people were promised. She says, we get involved in another foreign war. There would not be bombs falling on the people of Israel if Netanyahu had not dropped bombs on the people of Iran first. True. Israel is a nuclear-armed nation. This is not our fight. Peace is the answer. Yeah, 110%. Not to Bibi, though. Bibi here is not really happy at all that there's people who want peace. He's happy that there's an escalation.
Will change history. In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do.
We keep doing that. And it doesn't keep working out. We keep doing it in the Middle East, and it never really works out. It never really pans out for us, has it? Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq. Has it ever worked out for us? Has bombing that region, that territory, ever worked out for us? It hasn't. It hasn't at all. What are you talking about? Great. What are you talking? Again, this is just insane delusion.
History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons.
Listen, this is going to only escalate from here. Pakistan is next, okay? Pakistan's waiting in the corner, nervously being like, oh, crap, we're a Muslim nation. We have a nuclear weapon. Listen, the UK is going to become a Muslim-majority country. Is Israel going to attack it soon, too? Because it has nuclear weapons and it's going to be ruled by Muslims? Again, this is just absolute type of insanity here, as now Iranian state television is airing a map of U.S. military bases in the Middle East now, declaring, Mr. Trump, you started and, quote, we will end it. And now, again, they always talk reckless. They always talk pretty crazy here. But they were able to surprise a bunch of people. Listen, there's a reason Vladimir Putin says, hey, Israel, stop. Hey, the United States, stop. You're bringing us closer and closer to World War III. Okay, you see the storm clouds gathering. All right, you should now look at what's going to be happening with Taiwan. You should be looking at what's going to be happening right now with Ukraine. Those escalations are going to be big here. Michael Tracy has more of a realist take on this. And listen, give credit where credit's due. Nick F., that we can't mention here, has been right about a lot of this, and so has Michael Tracy. Michael Tracy says, everybody cut the BS. For once, Trump wasn't dragged into this war. He and Netanyahu knowingly manufactured it through the fake negotiations of his fake diplomat Witkoff, engineered to give Israel the pretext for launching the war, which he officially joined 9 days later. Listen, we knew this was a go-ahead. We knew from our intelligence, from our sources, from us reading the tea leaves and being astute at studying and reading and researching geopolitics for over 20 years. We saw this coming. This is the tweet here. 6 days ago, I said this. The current plan I'm hearing going ahead is that the United States is going to wait for the Iran to run out of missiles so it would be able to defend itself. And then we're going to send the B-2 bunker busters in. We did. Now, what's going to be the exact extent of that damage? Did it actually destroy their nuclear facilities? As the Iranians are saying that it hasn't. Now, because it hasn't, does that mean the United States is going to hit them back again? What's going to be happening here? Regime change, and then vacuum of power, and then they're going to bring in their CIA puppet. Just a matter of time. Now the time frame of how long this is going to be happening, that could be anything and everything. As right now, we got to understand here, our American soldiers are at risk of being hurt and injured. There probably will be the closing down of the Strait of Hormuz. That probably will be happening sometime soon here, as the Israelis just earlier, a couple hours ago, specifically attacked the harbor and the naval equipment of the Iranians. Now, again, all the Iranians have to do is just put up a bunch of mines, and boom, major oil trade just totally gone. Aviva Frey also had a very kind of refreshing take on a lot of this, saying a lot of people who were vehemently opposed the endless proxy wars and money laundering going on to Ukraine for the past 3.5 years suddenly support what's going on now. Oh, wonder where that is. Kim Iverson says, for the first time ever, I'll be voting straight Democrat in the midterms, just to signal my absolute disgust with this administration's betrayal. And a lot of other people are saying no new wars here. This is just a crazy day, a day that I don't think we are going to just forget. Listen, the chances of this getting out of control is just crazy. Milo here, I got to retweet him for saying this. Trump has done something I will need time to forgive. He has given John McCain the last laugh. Tiffany Fong here, MAGA. We're going to get mass deployments of troops in Iran. Now, luckily, we're not there yet. And a lot of people are saying, as long as he doesn't send in troops, is that really your benchmarker here? As again, look, John McCain here, who we confronted face to face when he was still alive. He was singing "Bomb, bomb, bomb, bomb Iran." I was like, "You sicko!" And then Donald Trump, the man who promised to take care of America's interests, he's the one that did it. I mean, that is just absolutely disgusting. Tim Pool, holy F. That's just wild. That is just absolutely wild. Again, we have crossed the Rubicon. No going back now. Expect the worst to come from all of this. I hate to say we told you so, but we did. Stay tuned for more. We appreciate all of you guys subscribing. I'm going to be talking to you guys in the private chat in a little bit once things calm down here, once I'm not looking at everything that's unfolding and happening right now. But pray for everyone. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more, all here exclusively on youtube.com/wearechange.